Hello, good afternoon all. I am Akriti Shrivastava from Department of Biotechnology and Bioinformatics, Government Holkar Science College, Indore. Today I am going to discuss about NCBI, the National Center for Biotechnology Information at the National Institute of Health. NIH was created in 1988 to develop information system for molecular biology. In addition to maintaining the GenBank nucleic acid sequence database, which receives data through the international collaboration with DDBJ, EMBL, Bank, as well as from the scientific community. Here you can see the actual goal of the NCBI. First one is establish the public database. Second one is the research in computational biology. And then third is develop software tool for sequence analysis. This is the major task of NCBI. And then disseminate the biomedical information. Actually, NCBI resources includes lots of different databases or tools like as interest programming utility, my NCBI PubMed, BLAST, taxonomical browser, primer blast, GenBank, Medline or PubMed, and human genome. These all are the different type of NCBI resources which is available in ncbi.nlm.nih.gov. This is the website of NCBI and can also be located using site search database. In most of cases, the data underlying these resources and executable for the software described are available for downloaded at NCBI website. Here you can see the International Sequence Database collaboration working. Actually, there are three parts: NIH, EMBL and NIG. These all are International Sequence Database collaboration. NIH maintain the NCBI which is used for submission and updation, and of course the sequence retrieval system is interest. Similarly, here you can see EMBL maintained by EBI for submission and updation, and sequence retrieval system is SRS. And then finally we are coming on NIG. NIG maintains by CIB, which is updated and submitted the information with the help of CBI and use the sequence retrieval system, that is GetEntry. Now the first screen shows the sitemap. One by one we are discussing about the different features of NCBI. First is sitemap. In the NCBI website you can see different type of sitemaps are available. For example, if you want to study about molecular database or genomic database or structured database, so you can directly connect with the sitemap. Here you can see different type of databases like as nucleotide data bank such as GenBank, DDBJ, a reference sequence database and EST database and so on. Similarly, when we talk about the polypeptide data banks or amino acid databases, then we discuss about PIR and other databases like Tramble. Then again, here some other features which is included in sitemap like as tools and education. Tools are related with different kind of analysis or sequence retrieval tools which is present in NCBI. Then when we come on the education side, in this panel you can see some news section and the bookshelf section. Okay, these all are the NCBI resources resources for the study. Here we are discussing about NCBI Help Manual. These manuals are organized by the NCBI and it helps for the documentation. The NCBI Help Manual is a collection of help documents for resources at the NCBI or National Center for Biotechnology Information, and contains lots of different information just like as bioprojects helps, blast help, blast command line application and user helps, bookshelf helps, and entrance help. These all are the documentation these all are the documentations. So now come on NCBI handbook. The National Center for Biotechnology Information, NCBI, a division of National Library of Medicine, LNM, at the US International Institute of Health, is a leader in a field of bioinformatics. Is a studied computational approach to fundamental questions in biology and provides online delivery of the biomedical information and bioinformatics tool. NCBI hosts approximately 40 online literature and molecular biology databases, includes PubMed, PubMed Central, GenBank, and so on. NCBI now offer a handbook available in electronic form in NCBI book database. The handbook is geared towards people who want to get the most form of NCBI web page, or who wanted to detailed introduction to NCBI resource with extensive link to help documentation. The 23 chapters of NCBI handbook organized into 4 sections covered topic ranging from the processing of the sequence submission to the assembly of the human genome. Each chapter in handbook is available for online searching, browsing, and also in PDF format for printing. The content of the handbook is given below. There are 4 different parts. First part is the database. Database includes different type of database. For example, GenBank for nucleotide sequence database, PubMed for bibliographic database, macromolecular structure database like PDB and all, the taxonomical projects, the single nucleotide polymorphism database, that is DBSNP, then gene expression omnibus, that is GEO. It's for the gene expression and hybridization repository database, online Mendelian inheritance in men, for example OMIM database, and NCBI bookshelf, searchable biomedical books. Then PubMed Central, PMC, for archive for literature from Life Sciences Journal. And the last one is the SKY. The SKY database are usually work on karyotypes and comparative genomic hybridization data. Now the second part are comprises with data flow and processing. Here the first one is sequencing, the sequence submission and editing tool, then processing of biological sequence data at NCBI, then genome assembly and annotation process. The third part is the querying and linking the data. This is very important part, just because of with the help of this part we access the data and link with the other database. For example, first one is interest search and retrieval system are used for the sequence retrieval system in NCBI. Second one is blast is a sequence analysis tool or sequence comparison tool. Then link out is for external resource for interest database. The reference sequence REFSEQ projects for a reference sequence linked database, locus link for directory of gene, then using the map viewer for explore the genome, then Unigene, its use for transcriptons, then finally the cluster of orthologous group, that is COGS. COGS is a domain based database which is help to analyze the phylogenetic classification of the protein and complete genome. And finally we come on the part 4. The part 4 are related with the user support. Obviously it helps to user provide a support or help. The first one is user services, helping you find your way or your analysis or your search. Then finally we come on exercise using map viewer. Now we discuss about the website. The website of NCBI is www.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov. It's official sites. If you don't want to go with this website, then you have some other option like site search database to get the NCBI homepage or link. Here you can see the homepage of NCBI. There are so many options for retrieval or analysis tools. For example, here you can see in red circle there are submit portal used for different type of submission option in database. Here you can see submission portal. First, what do you want to submit? If you want to submit a protein or nucleotide or primer or a segment or read, then you can select the option according to user. Then GenBank, if you want to directly submit your sequence on GenBank, then you can use this option. Then you can see the sequence read archive or SRA. Firstly, you can SRA, the trace archive contains over 2 billion traces for gel and capillary electrophoresis sequencer, data from more than 10,000 species and represented including whole genome of pathogens, shotguns and BAC clone project and EST libraries. The trace archives was established after the conclusion of the human genome sequencing project, so only 12% of the traces of human origin. The trace assembly archives is a resource that contain placement to individual trace read on GenBank sequence. Here you can see some other option for submission and sequence submission FAQ for your queries. Okay, now we come on download section. Here you can see 3 different type of downloading option. First one is FTP for download data from NCBI FTP sites. Then Aspera is used for high speed downloads provided by Aspera software. And finally download tools, it's used for tools and API for downloading downloaded databases. Then the third section is learn section. It's completely used for user. It consists of a webinar and courses, which is online courses organized by NCBI Association. Then conference and presentations. Here you can see different type of topics and presentations. Then tutorials and documentation. These all are related with learn facilities for the user. Okay, finally we come on analyze section. Analysis or analyze section are used for data analysis tools. This section comprises for different analysis tools like BLAST, CN, 3D, Cobalt, and so on. The BLAST program performs sequence similarity search against a variety of nucleotide and protein database, returning a set of gap alignment with link to full sequence record, as well as to relate a transcript cluster like Unigen database, annotated gene loci, and 3D structure like MMDB database, or microarray studies, for example GEO. The NCBI web interface for BLAST allows user to assign title, to search, to review recent search results, and save parameters set in My NCBI for future use. The basic BLAST program are also available as a standalone command line program, as network client, and as a local web server package in NCBI. Then second tool is Cobalt. Cobalt is a multiple alignment algorithm that find a collection of pairwise constants derived from both the NCBI conserved domain CDD and sequence similarity program, that is RPS BLAST or BLAST P and SciBLAST. These pairwise constants are incorporated into a progressive multiple alignment methods. Cobalt search can be launched either from the BLAST P results page or from main Cobalt search page, where either faster sequence or accession number may be entered into the query sequence search box. Link at the top of the Cobalt report provide access to phylogenetic tree view of the multiple alignment and allow user either to launch a modified search or download the alignment in several popular formats. In analysis section, you can see some other different type of tools as well. In overview section, you can see the NCBI computational biology branch and discuss about some aims and goals of the NCBI. A research overview and some tools and topics related with NCBI search. In develop section, NCBI provides a validity of resources that allow the description to access and manipulate the NCBI data in their application. For example, APIs, code libraries, and data format. These all are related with the develop section of NCBI. Now we come on the all resource section. Previously discussed about the different type of resources which is related or correlated with NCBI. For example, genome, GeoDataBank, GTR, protein, ProSet, PMC, nucleotide database, taxonomical database, and so on. Firstly, we discuss about genome. The genome database provides access to genomic sequence from the reference sequence collection and is a convenient portal both the retrieving such sequence from multiple organisms and for viewing small genome such as those from prokaryotes. Currently, the database contains completely genome for more than 1700 microbes and 2600 viruses, as well as for over 2800 eukaryote organisms as well. For higher eukaryotes, the genome database includes complete genome for 37 species as well as the data from over 1100 other genome sequencing projects. More than 11% of the 13,800 total sequence were added in the past years. The NCBI Map Viewer display genome assembly, genetic and physical markers, and the result annotation and the other analysis using the set of aligned map for 121 organisms. The NCBI Genome Workbench is a standalone application for sequence and genome evaluation, offering tools for visualization and analysis, including integrated graphical view for sequence and alignment, text and tabulation or tabular display for annotation, and common sequence analysis tool. Now we discuss about next resource, that is GEO. GEO is a data repository retrieval system for high throughput functional genomics data generated by microarray and NGS, that is next generation sequencing technology. In addition to gene expression data, GEO accepts other categories of experiments including studies of genome copy, number variation, genome protein interaction, survey, and methylation profiling studies. The repository can capture fully annotated raw and processed data. Currently, the GEO database hosts over 25,000 studies submitted by 10,000 laboratory and comprising nearby 6,25,000 sample and 50 billion individual abundant measurement for over 1600 organisms. The distribution of study type contained within GEO can be viewed at www.ncbi.nih.gov/geo/summary. Next database, next resource, that is Gene. Gene provides an interface to curate, sequence, and descriptive information about gene with link the NCBI Map Viewer, Evidence Viewer, Model Maker, and B-Link protein domain for the CDD and other gene-related resources. Gene contain the data from almost 8 billion genes from over 8,400 organisms. These data are accumulated and maintained through several international collaboration in addition to curation by in-house staff. Links within data to the newest citation of PubMed are maintained by curator and provide as gene reference into function. The complete gene dataset as well as organism specific subset is available in the compact NCBI abstract syntax notation 1. Some protein resources. In addition to genomics and the transcript sequence, the reference sequence database contains protein sequence that are curated and computationally derived from these DNA and RNA sequence. The number of amino acid residues in the reference sequence collection has grown by 23% over the past years, and it contains nearby 4.4 billion residues. The protein database are the collection of amino acid, and complete reference sequence collection is available in reference sequence directory on NCBI FTP site. The protein cluster is one another resource of the NCBI. The protein cluster database contains nearby 6,20,000 set of almost identical reference sequence protein encoded by complete genome from prokaryotes, eukaryotes and organelles like mitochondria and chloroplast, viruses and plasmids, as well as from some protozoans and plants. The clusters are organized in taxonomic hierarchy and are created based on reciprocal best hits protein blast score. These clusters are used as a bias for genome-wide comparison at NCBI, as well as to provide specialized blast search via concise microbial protein blast. Protein clusters provide annotation, publication, domain search, external links, and analysis tool, including multiple sequence alignment and phylogenetic trees. All resources section, you can see there are so many different type of resources, and we are only discussing about few of them. In today's study, I am going to consider casein protein as an input data, and the type of resource is protein to explore the data. So here you can see the home page of the NCBI. In all resources section, I am going to select the protein database, and the search box I am going to type a protein name, that is casein protein, and press the enter for the search or the result. As we know, NCBI is a collaborative data bank. Here you can see all different type of resources, which is a result of the result against our query, such as literature data banks, genes, proteins, genomes, clinical and PubChem data bank. In literature data banks or resources, you can see different type of literature database like as bookshelf, MESH, NLM catalog, PubMed and PubMed Central. Similarly, in gene section, you can see gene, geo dataset, geo profile, homolog gene and ProSet databases. In protein data sets or protein resources, you can see conserved domain, identical protein groups, protein databases, protein clusters, and structures. Genomes. In genome section, you can see assembly, biocollections, bioprojects, biosamples, genome and nucleotide data bank, which is related with the genome studies. Then clinical. In clinical section, you can see different type of specialized data bank like as GTR, SNPS, and so on, and clinical trial database and so on. Then finally we come on PubChem. It is related with chemical database. When you if you can search any type of protein, then if the database are related with the chemical analysis or chemical compounds, here you can see the number of entries in this section like as bioassays, compounds, pathways and substance database. These all are the chemical databases which are collaborated with the NCBI. Here, after the query result, actually it takes few minutes. After the query result, you can see the result section. Here you can see the item section. Firstly, in item section, the number of entries represented, like 1 to 20 in a page, and total number of entries is nearby 78,000 approx. In this section you can see in blue line, which is denote the name of the protein and the type of the organism, and the below this line you can see the amino acid length, which is represented by AA. For example, here you can see 223 AA, that means 223 amino acid length of the protein. Then the next line or the third line you can see the accession number. An accession number is a unique number assigned by a particular database as an additional mean of locating a specific article. Note that the accession is distinct and unrelated to the document DOI number. Then here some hyperlink which is related with different database, like as nucleotide, PubChem, taxonomical data bank, GenPept entries, identical protein, and FASTA. Then finally graphic database. These all are the information which is related with our query. If we are going to select some of the a particular name of organism, you can use different type of search options, like you can use your protein name with your organism name by the help of or and option. Then you can easily access your data according to your use or according to your studies. Finally, this is a GenPept entry. This is for protein database. Here in red color I am going to highlight some of the options like locus, definition, accession, version, DB resource, keywords, resources, reference, author, then comment, then feature, and finally origin. These all are the different segment which is related with our query. In this slide I am going to highlight the section which is related with locus. In locus section you can see different type of segments here. First one is locus name, which is of course related with your accession number. Then sequence length, it consists with the amino acid length, or the if you are discussing about the nucleotide database, it is related with base pairs length. Then molecular type, the type of molecule is linear or circular, which is represented here. Then GenBank division. The GenBank division are consist with so many different type of divisions or sections. Then finally modified date, which is related with submission date or the updation of the entry or the sequence. First one is locus. The locus field contain a number of different data element including locus name, sequence length, molecular type, GenBank division, and modification date. Each element is described below. First one is locus name. The locus name in this example is SCU49845. The locus name was originally designed to help group entries with similar sequences. The first three characters usually designated the organism. The fourth and fifth character were used to show other group designation, and such as gene product. For segmented entries, the last character was one of a series of sequential integer. Then we discuss about sequence length, the number of nucleotide base pairs in amino acid residues also in the sequence record. In this example, the the sequence length is to 5028 base pairs. There is no maximum limit of the size of the sequence that can be submitted to GenBank. You can submit the whole genome if you have contiguous pieces of sequence from a single molecule type. Next one is molecule type. The molecule type of the molecule that was sequenced. In this example, you can see DNA. DNA is a molecule type. In our study, the molecule type is protein. Each GenBank record must contains sequence data from a single molecule type. The various molecule type are described in the sequence documentation and can include genomic DNA, genomic RNA, precursor RNA, mRNA, ribosomal RNA, transfer RNA, small nuclear RNA, and small cytoplasmic RNA. In GenBank division, you can see there are different type of division which is represent the particular type of data, such as the GenBank division to which a record belongs to indicate with a 3 letters abbreviation. In this example, the GenBank division is PLN or PRI. The GenBank database is divided into 18 different divisions. First one is PRI. PRI represents the primate sequence, ROD represent the rodent sequence, MAN represent the mammalian sequences, VRT represents vertebrate sequence, then INV represents invertebrate sequences, PLN relate with plant, fungal and algal sequences, BCT relate with bacteria, VRL for viral, PHG for bacteriophage sequence, SYN for synthetic sequence, UNA for unnotated sequences, EST for express sequence tag related information, then PAT for patent sequence, then STR for STS for STS sequences or sequence tag site sequences, GSS for genome survey sequences, HTG for high throughput genome sequences, HTC for high throughput cDNA sequencing, and finally the 18th division is ENV, that is related with environmental sampling sequences. These all are the important type of divisions which denote the character or the feature of the query. Finally, in locus section, we come on the modification date. The modification date or the date in the locus field is the date of the last modification. The sample record shows here the last modified date of the query. In some cases, the modification date might correspond to the release date, but there is no way to tell just by looking at the record. If you needed to know the first date of the public availability for the specific sequence record, send a message to NCBI and then get your information. They will check your history for the record and let you know about the information. If the sequence was originally submitted to other collaborators at DDBJ or EMBL rather than the GenBank, then the NCBI will ask them and send to the release information and provide the complete information with related with the original submission dates. Okay, now we discuss about the definition section. The brief description of the sequence include information such as resource, organism, gene name, protein name, and some description of the sequence function. Some sequence function like coding or non-coding gene. If the sequence has coding region, that means CDS, description may be followed by the completeness qualifier such as complete CDS. Previously we are discussing about the accession number. This is unique identification number for the sequence. Then version, the nucleotide sequence identification number that represent a single specific sequence in the data. Single specific sequence in the GenBank database. This identification number uses the accession version format implemented by GenBank EMBL DDBJ in February 1999. Then the next section is GI, Gene Info Identifier, Sequence Identifier. It is a sequence identification number, in this case for the nucleotide sequence. If a sequence change in any way, a new GI number will be assigned. The keywords, the word and phrases describing the sequence. If no keywords are included in the entry, the field contain only a period. The keyword field is present in sequence record for historical reason and is not based on controlled vocabulary. Keywords are generally present in the older record. Now I am going to discuss about the source section. Free format information including an abbreviated from the organism name, something followed by the molecule type. Interest search field, for example organism ORGN. Search tips. There are search tips, for example for some organism that have well established common name such as baker is yeast, mouse, human. A search for the common name will yield the same results as a search for the scientific name. For example, a search for baker yeast in the organism field retrieve the same number of documentation as Saccharomyces. This is true because the organism field is connected to the NCBI taxonomical data bank. Similarly, if you are going to access the human, or you can use the term human, you are easily connected with or retrieve the field related with Homo sapiens, which is connected with the NCBI taxonomical database. Now I am going to discuss about organism. The formal scientific name for the source organism, like gene and species and appropriate terms, and where appropriate terms, and is it's linked based on phylogenetic classification scheme used in a NCBI taxonomical database. If the complete linkage of the organism is very long, the abbreviation linkage will be shown in the GenBank record and the complete linkage will be available in taxonomical database. Then reference section are related with the publication by the author of the sequence that discuss the data reported in the record. References are automatically sorted within the record based on the data of the publication, showing the oldest reference first, then newer. Some sequence have not has been reported in paper and show the status of unpublished or in press. When an accession number and the sequence data has appeared in print, sequence author should send the complete citation of the article of the update @ncbi.nlm.nih.gov, and GenBank staff will revise the record details. In reference section also describes some of different options like author and name of the authors, title of the research paper, journal, and PubMed. In PubMed the PubMed identifier is present. Reference that include PubMed ID can contain link from the sequence record to the corresponding PubMed resources. Conversely, PubMed record that contain accession number in the SI or secondary source identifier field contain link back to the sequence record. Then feature section, it's totally depend on the author or the scientist group. The information about the gene and the gene product as well as region of the biological sequence reported in the sequence. These can include region of the sequence that code the protein and RNA molecule as well as the number of other features like sources, taxons, CDS, and so on. Finally, we come on the final section, that is origin section, which is relate with the complete sequence of the protein or the nucleotide. In this section you can see easily there are 6 different parts. In every segment or the section 10 amino acids or base pairs are comprised. Origin section, the origin may be left blank, may appear as unreported, or may give a local pointer to the sequence start, usually involving the experimental determined restriction cleavage site or the genetic locus. This information is present only in older records. The sequence data being on the line immediately below the origin. To view and save the sequence data only, display the record in FASTA format. A description of FASTA format is accessible for the BLAST web page. Here you can see the send to option. In send to option there are 4 different type of segment, that is file, clipboard, and collection of data and analysis tools. With the help of send to option, we are directly connect the data with the analysis tool or save the data in different file format. In this slide you can see different type of file format which is help to save the data in different type of utility options like a summary, then GenPept, full, FASTA format in TXT format, TXT extension with the help with TXT extension, graphics, ASN1, and so on, or accession list and so on. These all are the different type of format to store the data or visualize the data. See, here is the FASTA format. FASTA format are represented by the FASTA format is represented by the lower than mark, then accession number and the definition of the particular protein or amino acid, then complete sequence length. This is the screen which is related with the identical protein. If your query is related with some other identical protein or related protein, then you can easily access from this section. Okay, this is BLAST. This is the option for BLAST. The BLAST is a computer algorithm that is available for use online at the National Center for Biotechnology Information website, as well as many other websites. BLAST can rapidly align the compare a query DNA sequence with the database of the different sequences, which make it a critical tool in ongoing genomic research. The next option is identify conserved domain. With the help of this link, we view the conserved domain detect in this protein sequence using CD search. Highlight sequence feature. This feature opens the highlight feature bar and highlights the feature of annotation from the feature table of the record. The highlight feature bar can be used to navigate to and highlight other feature and provides a link to display the highlighted region separately. Link in the features table will also highlight the corresponding region of the sequence. And finally, find in the sequence. With the help of this feature, find the subsequence or the patterns in the sequence and highlights the matching region. The tool work with standard single letter nucleotide or protein coded, including ambiguity, and can match the prosite pattern in the protein sequences. Now here you can see the article section, which is totally related with your search query and related with the research papers and journals. Then reference sequences information, which is related with the REF SEQ data bank. If your query is related with protein, then reference sequence information are highlighted with the information of isoform of your query. And if your query is nucleotide, then REF are related with mRNA or DNA information. Then the next link is more about your gene. It is totally related with your gene information. Then related information, it is totally related with your all resources section and represent the information like protein, PubMed, taxonomical information and functional classes, genes and PubMed and other resources. I was covering few of the topic which is very important in the NCBI, and different kind of resources. The resources described here including documentation, other explanatory material and references to the collaborator and the data resources on the respective website. Also discuss about NCBI Health Manual and NCBI Handbook, both available as a link on the common page in footer. Describe the principle of the NCBI and different education resources like webinar and conferences and tutorial section and educational tools, as well as in the education page along with the standard NCBI page footer contains link to the NCBI page on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. Several new training videos produced in the past years have been added in YouTube, and a user support staff is available to answer your question with the help of some info decks of the NCBI, and also update the NCBI resource and database enhancement are described in NCBI news, news shelters, and so on. In addition, NCBI offers several mailing lists and provide the update of the services and several mailing information as well as reference sequence information feeds. NCBI augmenting many of the web application are custom implementation of the BLAST program optimized to such a specialized dataset. All of these resources can be accessed through the NCBI homepage. It's a helpful website for the analysis of sequence study and the structural or chemical studies. Thank you so much. If you have any query, then ask me.